So, fun fact, everybody. Minecraft Bedrock Edition is having another bug. Lay gasp! Hold on, I have a sound effect for this. Where's it at? Whoa, crazy, dude. Wow. Wow. So every time I restart the game, it resets my keybinds. Literally every single time I restart the game. So that's great. It no longer is changing my video settings every time I launch the game, because that was happening. As long as you have your graphics drivers inside of the NVIDIA app updated, it doesn't reset your video settings every time you launch the game. Because it's just a good idea. Because I thought, you know, whoever at Mojang thought that was a good idea. But yeah, so all of these keybinds I have pretty standard, but down here, you know, the command macros, this amazing feature that they just added to the game where you can do alt and then a number, yeah, they changed it so that now these reset every single time you launch the game. So it's like, cool. I have like 6 of these. I love these. They're part of my everyday life now. I can't live without them. And they reset every time I launch the game. So cool, good job, Mojang. You added a great new feature that literally no one can use without like pain and suffering. I wrote these down somewhere. I have a whole like secret Discord server that's just me, like super lockdown channel. So even if someone joins it, I can't. And then I have a whole channel to set up to PC layout, just because Windows resets stuff so often. I just have like screenshots and notes of how exactly everything should be, because things just get reset so often. I'm like, you know what? I just have to build this into my like schedule to just reset everything. Is that gonna work now? Yeah, look at this. Look how nice it is. You can just change your game mode with a single button now. It's like it's fantastic. As long as you don't restart the game. Maybe I just leave Minecraft open. I just leave Minecraft open, leave the computer open, never update. It's great. I think everything about this is great. Double secret Discord. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. It's not even possible. Kaz is on a 45 stream watch streak? What? When did that happen? Most I've seen up to now is like a 20 in the day. That's crazy. Some of these have been at really awkward times for the Australian as well. Jeez. Yeah, the singular Australian that we have. My backup system is Discord based. I mean, it's better than Microsoft Notes. Like, what do you want from me? I don't know. At least I can access it on my phone. Like, gonna make the new wolf farm you posted? Nice. It's a good one. That short that I posted to TikTok about the wolf farm got 1 million views since yesterday. That's great. The video on YouTube, I don't know how many, but it's not at 1 million views. That's for sure. Mac, also thank you for 15 months of resubscribing. If you guys would stop doing nice things and resubscribing, I can maybe get on with the stream here. A bunch of, you know, I don't even know, selfish people in the chat resubscribing. Wasn't sure what word I was trying to say there. But yeah, so we're going to be updating this here fungus tree farm to have a lot more piston in it. We need more pistons. We need more cube maker. Yeah, because this cube maker that we had, it filled up like so quick. Because you get so many trees out of the fungus tree farm, as it turns out. Who would have thought it? A tree farm producing trees? Inconceivable. The TNT Blaster's on hiatus until the next stream, or a couple streams from now. I got to figure out some ideas, some concepts, some things. Yeah, it is a crazy wolf farm. It's not even the most powerful one. It's not even my final form. Oh man, this thing's gonna be huge. Yeah, I have concepts of plans of an idea. Concepts of a plan. Fantastic. Exactly what you want to see from, you know. Yeah. Yep, anyway. Let's see. So we need to put some redstone behind this. Oh my god, look how much redstone is over here. Trying to close our intended feature on Bedrock Edition? Yep, that's a fact. That right there is a fact. Because, you know why? Because Mojang said so. Yep, they marked it as won't fix on the bug tracker, and if they ever go back on that, we literally riot. We know where their offices are. This is not a call to violence in real life, but we know where their Minecraft offices are in Minecraft. We can build a TNT duper over their Minecraft offices. And you know what? We will grief their Minecraft builds if they remove Trident Killers. It's just how it goes, my guys. Just how it goes. They shouldn't mess around. Don't be removing Trident Killers, Mojang. Right then. Let's use a singular slab right here. I'm gonna save you guys half a block. Boom, look at that. Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. Yeah, so I am realizing that this right here is gonna be a little bit of a problem. These will fire every time the main wall fires, but like who knows if that's a problem. Is that a problem? I don't know if that's a problem. Maybe we shouldn't have done that like that, but I mean, you know, maybe we could push this back by a block and use sticky pistons right here instead, and use like solid blocks in the front of the things. Yeah, no, TNT duper would be great. We're never gonna get it, but like, it would be cool if it did happen. Allegedly. Okay, so first thing we gotta do is test this thing out with a Livior and see if it actually goes up all the way, because it definitely won't. Yeah, see, we're missing this entire side right here. So what you gotta do for that is grab yourself one of these here repeaters. Or we could just do another, like, another one of these. This would also be fine as well. We just run it up from, like, right here. That still isn't gonna reach! You thought it was a good idea! You were wrong! It's probably, yeah, nah, it's not a good idea. We should just stick with what we had before. That was a smart idea. We're just gonna do a repeater, guys. We're just gonna do a repeater. I feel like that's a good idea. Well, TNT duping is definitely a bug of Java, so, I mean, you shouldn't expect it to come to Bedrock Edition. Because, you know, that's not gonna happen. There we go. That still isn't good enough? What do I have to do? Maybe I should just add this up at the top, jeez. How hard is it to make a piston wall, eh? What am I, a Minecraft noob? Don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. Yeah, I mean, we have to power all three of these up here. So, like, do we need 2 repeaters? What's happening? Repeat harder. I mean, I guess so. I mean, I'm sure there's a way we can do this that's, like, smarter than what I'm doing. Give me 9 to 10 business days to figure this out. Maybe this was the smart way. And then this will just go up here. And then we just do like another one right here. This is so smart, guys. Yeah. Yeah. We just do more of this. There we go. Yeah, we just do more of this. This is so smart. Yeah, they're probably not going to remove TNT duping from Java until Java gets the movable tile entities. That's like the excuse that they've been using not to remove them from Java. That's a temporary solution. I'm going to come back and rewire this, but I'm not worried about that right now. The top of this is self-powering somehow. Right. Well, of course it is. Because you're a big dummy dumb. You're a big silly dumb. Well then. We need something that redstone can't... Wait, does it not go up slabs? It doesn't go up slabs. We need something that redstone doesn't go down. Is this gonna work? I think that does actually work. No, it doesn't, because it goes back up. Ugh! Guys, I can't help it. I was born this way. Why does movable tiles make up for TNT duping? Because then we can just have, movable dispensers. Like, we have movable dispensers, so we don't need TNT duplication. But, like, you know, it is what it is. Okay, I'm feeling like I'm just gonna be cheating for this. We're just gonna put a wall right here. I don't know. Listen, I haven't done any redstone today. I haven't warmed up. This is just what we're doing. Well, listen, this isn't even part of the tree farm, okay? Why are you stressing? Why are you stressing? We're just gonna do this. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that took me 20 minutes to figure out. What are we making? Not that. That's not what we're making. We're not making that over there. Okay, so I want to redo the core of this a little bit because there's a few features in here that I want to figure out how to get in here. So, first of all, I want to modify basically everything about this, to be real with you. So this is supposed to be like that. So I want to have it so that I can push a... That's going to be interesting to wire up as well, isn't it? Maybe we do something like this. I want to have it so we can have a Nelium in here, so we can push these back and forth, basically. That way you don't have to break the Nelium if you want to switch from Crimson to Warped. So you'll just be able to do this, and then this one would also come up, and then you would do this, and then that one would this one would come up, like this. But of course now we're going to have to modify where this is standing, but that's fine. So how we modify this is we just move it forward a block. And you need the Nelium down here. That way you can actually bone meal these and then spread it upwards. Because the Nelium does die underneath the tree sometimes, which is not really what you want. You don't want to see that happen. Yeah, you can stack iron farms in Bedrock. It's just difficult and time-consuming and painful and frustrating and annoying, and it'll make you cry and run around. Yeah. So we still need to bone meal this block right here directly in order to spread the Nelium. And it seems like an easy place to have the dispenser would be like right here on the front. Because then you can still stand right here, right? Yeah, generally stacking iron farms is not worth your time if you are like an average player, to be completely real. It's a pain. I've done it. I've done it 4 times trying to get one stacked iron farm to work. You know how long it took us to get the quad stack on Truly Bedrock Season 6 to work? Forever. Forever, my guys. Oh my god, it was such a pain. It's like... And I kind of know what I'm doing sometimes. It's a problem. It's a real problem. Right, so we need this one to be extended. Wait, hold up. Yeah, I can wire this up fairly easily, I think. So we're just gonna do this nice little torch inversion right here. Boop, 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 and then this one over here is still extended. We can swap around these Neliums however we need them to be. Although I think this double inversion isn't really gonna work. Yeah, that one's a bit further out. Okay, this does work. We just have to swap this one and this one. So that goes there and that goes there. There we go. Look at that. And then you just have to bone meal. You have to power this once every time the thing dies. Oh no, we have an observer right here. So this observer is going to detect when this dies or when it gets flip-flopped. And then that's just going to power upwards. So we're just going to do this right here. Boom. And then boom. And then that's like so easy. Look at that. And this doesn't have any bone meal in it. Is that actually like an easy solution to a complicated problem? It is. Wow, look at that, guys. Wow. Oh my god. I don't like how ugly the redstone is. But that's fine. We can switch this to a slab. I'll save you guys half a block. Half a block. That'll add up. Never know when you might need half a block. A lot of redstone torches. How many? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could probably get another one in there. Not quite quite saving us stuff. I'm saving me things. So generous. I'm a very generous pig man. Very. Right, so this would be your swippity switch to flippity flop that. Yeah. Yeah, I know the words. I know the words real good. Yeah, so you'll use one bone meal, but that's fine. And then anytime that this were to die, it would rebone meal it. So if we put some rack in there. Where's my another rack? That'll get it spreaded. Oh no, why is that? No. No. Is this whole concept stupid? Am I stupid? I think the whole concept might be stupid. It's just gonna spread whatever's next to it. Well, I could be stupid. Because of that one. It's not gonna take priority, is it? It's always gonna, is it? No, it's a 50-50. Bleh. Well then. Okay, so we're gonna have to get a bit more creative with our solutions here. Dang it! How are we gonna do that then? I think we need new ideas. We need new ideas. Burn down the whole build. We're gonna start from scratch over here, everybody. So this is gonna be your main planter block right here, right? So I need a way to flippity flop this thing around without having it be stupid. That's essentially what I'm trying to say out here. Now, what's the range for this? Is this one still gonna spread to there? It is. So we have to get these things like 2 blocks away from each other in order to not spread. That's the solution? Well then, that's a bit silly, isn't it? We need a double piston extender. What? Oh, why then? Yeah, but the blocks can't be touching each other. What if there's like a solid block above this? Does that still count? It does still count. Well, that's unfortunate, because then we could just kill it. Huh. TNT? Kulo, welcome back for 41 months! Almost 4 years over here. That's crazy. Did you enjoy watching us suffer earlier today? I know you did. Not even a question. Yeah, so you would need the system to be like this. It's a cool idea to do it, but like execution is the problem. And then, hold up, where's my middle dispenser at? So this would be our middle dispenser right here, pretty much. I'm the voice actor for the villagers. I might be. Who do you think did that? Who's the voice actor for villagers? I have some questions. Yeah, so I mean, that would flippity flop that. But then... Yeah, I don't think you can get them more than like 2 blocks away from each other with just, No, you can't. Can you? Is there a way to get these more than 2 blocks away from each other? Because they need to be in the same block right here. This one needs to come forwards. Like this. Clearly a prompt so they can report me. Yeah! I mean, probably. So this is gonna get massive. Hold up. Excuse me. It's gonna be like this. Just so we can hot swap that? Surely not. There's gotta be a better way to do that. That seems dumb. Cathol, welcome in. Thank you for tier 1. Subscribing, much appreciated. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly as well. Probably am not. Probably very not. Yeah, that's a problem right there. Unless, no, unless you can push it up by 2 blocks. It's Irish? I do not know Irish, so I feel like I get a pass on this one. It's gotta be 2 blocks difference. How am I gonna do this? Maybe it's not even worth trying to get a flippity-floppity system in there. Maybe you just, like, break the netherrack and put another one in there, man. Is that the solution here? That might be the solution. I think that might be the solution. We still need the different helium here, though. That's fine. Okay, so we won't worry about that. Maybe I can push this back by a block, though. Get it over here. I don't know. Voice actor of the villagers is Daniel Rosenfeld. Interesting. Interesting. You've been following for 6 years? Just over 6 years of following Burning? Oh my god. I feel like everybody's old. I feel like I'm getting old. Guys, we're almost at the 10-year anniversary of the YouTube channel. And that means, like, almost 10 years on Twitch as well. Which is not okay. I was not prepared for that. Okay, well, we can have this right here, I guess. I don't know. There's no reason to really have it back there. It just makes the redstone worse and less clean. And I don't like it. So we're just going to put it back to where it was. I don't know. Sometimes you just got to try. Sometimes you just got to try. And then you realize, nah, what I had before was good. And then you go back. And you pretend like it never happened. Yeah, okay. That's great. Okay. Everything is great, everybody. So that's our free bone mealing system. We could have this on the side of the block, back again where it was. I'm not gonna worry about that system for now until I can figure out like a better way to do that. But the 2 block difference seems silly. I don't like that. Although now that this is moving, can I get the pistons back? No, this is still good where it's at. Okay. Well, at least that's gonna save us quite a bit of bone meal. Because this was firing every single time that the farm was running before, and that was kind of wasting a bit of bone meal. But now it only fires when this thing dies. So that's good. Death detection. That's a good thing to have. So the on switch can also go back to being right here. Now, I do want to modify this system. So obviously the cube maker is a system that's working fine right now. Actually, no, we need to change up this as well. What was I? No, it's not the cube maker. That's the auto off switch. So when we detect the system being full of blocks, that turns off the system. But I actually want to turn off this clock while the piston walls are firing. And I think that could help us out a little bit. Just because that might slow down the tree growth. Like, we're not bone mealing as all these pistons are firing. And that could potentially be a good idea. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. It's something to think about when it comes to building out the rest of this. So is that 20 months of resubscribing from Poke as well? That's crazy. Oh, getting all the anniversary resubs in right now. I just streamed like a couple days ago. Everybody just happens to resub right at the same time of the month, right? Is that how that works? The 8th? I'm watching since 2019? 2019 was like a decade ago. It feels like it. Right? Doesn't it? Pretty sure it feels like a decade ago. Ah, right. Okay, well, thanks for that. Forgot that this was here. Well, there goes half our piston wall. Oopsie. Love to see that. In Pigo years? It feels like 1,000 in Pigo years. You know, we could move this entire wall forwards by another block, and then we wouldn't have any issues with the wiring connecting. 2020 was yesterday, and 2019 was a decade ago? Yeah. I mean, time's an illusion anyway, right? So, I mean, does it really matter? Did I not fill this in with quartz? No, I didn't. Quartz! Thank you. Yeah, what do you think? Should we move that forward by a block? Because we are going to have these, like, connecting. So every time that this fires, it's going to push these out as well. I'm not sure if that's actually a problem right now. Those fired, right? Hold up. Let's put some blocks there so we can see this better. Yeah, those fire. I mean, is it a problem? Is it a problem? I don't know. I don't know if that's a problem. We also need to get a piston wall right here just to push these guys over. All just for the cube maker. I mean, the first one's certainly easier, where it just goes straight into a cube maker, but I mean, you know, I wanted to get a larger cube maker out of it. Now, there is another idea that I had, and that is instead of starting the cuber like 4 blocks over here, we start the main piston wall like literally right here. That way we don't need this piston wall or this one. And now that I think about it, that's probably the smart way to go. But there's a few things that we would have to design around to actually do that. Is this going to be full bone meal? Yes. And needs a glass block above it. I want the optimal height to harvest based on statistical averages. At some point, I don't even know how tall this is, to be honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. So we're going to have a 12 by 12 by 12 cube of blocks. That seems pretty reasonable to me, honestly. I mean, that seems like a good clean number. Good clean number right there. So, if we did that, that means that... Because we already have basically a version 1 of this farm ready to go from the last live stream. We saved that as the structure. But if I wanted to make this, like, more optimal and ideal, this right here should be the main piston wall, I think. Is that gonna fire every time this piston extends? Or does that not matter? No, that doesn't affect the wall. Okay, that's actually really good to know. So, I think we should try for this. That would be a much simpler cube maker, and it's gonna be cheaper all around. It's also gonna simplify our redstone massively. So yeah, all this stuff that we have right here, garbage. Hate it. Burn it all down. X-Bolt, welcome in. I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying to be good and do decent things. Like, I'm just mostly focusing on more tutorials right now. Been slacking on the tutorials for too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, look at that. Exactly 12. Yeah, like I haven't made a new one of these nether tree farms in like, when did I say the tutorial was posted? In like 3, 4 streams ago? You guys remember that, right? Gilly! I think it was posted in like, I don't know, 2019. When was the Nether update? When was 1.16 released? Pop quiz. 5 years. It was too long ago. Granted, these trees have been broken like a significant portion of that time, so you know, I have a excuse. Is it a good one? Not really. Oh, you didn't hear that from me. Wait, my stream? Wait, I'm unmuted right now? Dang it. Also, yeah, this is like 90% of what farm building is. It's like tearing stuff down and then rebuilding it like a block over and then like seeing what happens. Like I spent like I think a week and a half on that drown farm. Maybe closer to 2 weeks on the drown farm. Just trying out like 100 different ways to get the stupid guys to go down the hole. You wouldn't think it would be so complicated. And you would be wrong. It was very complicated. Nothing worked. Everything was horrible. Because that video took longer than it should have. I thought that would be such an easy video to make. I was like, oh man, just a new drown farm. Pop that out in one stream, and then we got like stuck on everything not being cool and fun. This redstone line might have been here to start with. We might have just moved it over and then moved it back. That's fine. You know, this is the epitome of efficiency right here. Let's see. I think the bottom one right here can do 3. Like that. 1, 2, 3 layers. And then this one can do... Let's move this one up. So that's like this. And then I'm sure I'll have to come back and refine this later. But that's a future me problem. We love leaving problems for that guy. Okay. At least it'll work. June of 2020 is when I posted that video, bro. That's... Yeah, that's like a decade ago. Essentially, that's what I'm learning right now. Right, so we're gonna have to have some sort of way to turn on the farm when it looks like this. Also, I think we're gonna want to... Let's see. That'll still detect, right? Yeah, that'll still detect. So, I think we're gonna move this chest up a layer. Just so we can access that without having to, like, jump or anything. So it'll be, like, 1 extra hopper. And that's fine. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that, but... That's okay. Because before, the wall wasn't connected to the side. You could technically put, like, another chest right there if you wanted to, but, you know. Whatever. Yeah, it's not really going to be a good way to see that. To, like, access anything. Yeah, that's fine. Small compromise for a much simpler design in general. So now this is going to be your flippity-floppity one. So we're going to have a slab right there. That shouldn't die underneath a slab. We'll leave that up for a while. Actually, here's a better way to test it. Let's go ahead and get a line of these over here. I don't think it'll die underneath a slab. Slabs and glass and carpet and transparent blocks, those should be perfectly fine for those guys. If it does die underneath a slab, then you know what? We'll just burn down the whole farm. How about that? Is that what you want to hear? What else can we do? We need like another slab right here. That way you can access the lever to turn on the farm. That's going to be kind of annoying to access. Yeah, so it's going to have to be like right here. I think that would have to be the lever. Yeah, that's not so bad, I guess. Is there anything else? I mean, technically you don't even need these blocks right here. Like the thing's just going to get full right next to you. So you don't technically need them right there. Like we can mine out these as well if we really wanted to. It's all about options. Right, and then this is also going to need to be modified as well. Not a lot of room to go off of here. What with all the piston wall. And then I also want to modify this as well. Oh, right. So when this piston wall is firing, we want this to be extended. So we will have to hook these together. Almost forgot about that. That's an important thing. Is that actually redirected or not? It is redirected. Okay. There's a bug, you know. Now you need that stacked iron farm for the one extra hopper. I mean, yeah. That's how it goes. Listen, I'm always worried about every single little cost of everything. I'm like, oh man, this might just be a little bit too expensive, guys. I don't know, man. It might just be a little too much. Okay. So we can't actually have... Ooh, we're gonna have to push this back by a block, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to push it back by a block because we can't have a redstone right here because it's just gonna power the dispenser hard power. Unless we get rid of this, turn it into a solid block, push this out, solid block there. Oh no, that has to be... No, this would have to move out either way. Maybe not, because we can use the redstone on this side of it, which is currently being powered. Right. Let's try this. Yeah, see, that's another problem. Unideal. That would work, but I feel like this is slower than it should be. And that won't work. Okay, interesting. That won't work. Well, Can't power it from the top, the sides, the front, so we have to power it from the bottom. Interesting. I build the farm cheap. I design the farms cheap, and then you build them out of diamond blocks. I mean, you know, freedom of choice or something, I guess. Right. What can we do here? What can we do here? I mean, I guess we can move this over by a block. Would that be okay? Is that acceptable? Guys, if you're not okay with this, just let me know. You know, I want this to be a nice, open, communicable... No. Hold up. Let's go with it. Nice, communicable space. Yeah, fungal. Yes, this fungus is communicable. Let's see about that. Can I access that from the front? No. That'll work. Not after I break it, though. Okay, so that's all we need. And then we need to back this up by a block. That's our little cube clearer thing. Actually, it doesn't matter what type of item that is. It can just be anything, because we're sending this into a repeater now. And then this is just going to turn off the clock once the build is maxed out. That way you're not growing more stuff when you shouldn't be. Although, I don't know if that would really... I don't know if you really even need a reset line on this. Because what's going to happen once it fills up with blocks? I mean, it's just like, you're just going to have a wall of solid blocks right here. Like, I don't even know if you need a shut-off line. Do we need a shut-off line? Can we just ignore that now? I mean... It's gonna be convenient, I guess, so you know, like, when you're done. Oh, wait, we can have the lever right here. Look at that. Check that out. That's not so bad. Actually, we could have the lever be right here. Oh, yeah. And then how are we doing over here? Yeah, now these guys have died. Need a self-destruct line. That's kind of what it is, actually, because I think the area is wrong on it. You know how it deleted all of our pistons earlier? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this back into our command block that we had. With ample supply of buttons. Also, the cat is in here. He's currently on the floor. Why? I don't know. I invited him to be in other places, but this is a floor cat. What can he do? What can he do? I already had a chest of bone meal. I don't need another one. Get in here. Okay. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is a pretty easy build. Pretty easy build, man. Yeah, TNT does have 100% drop rates. So blast chambers are better. That's what that is over here. Yeah, we were working on this last stream, but I gotta cook that. Slow cooking that in the back of the brain. I'm sure I'll think of something at like 3 in the morning when I should be trying to fall asleep. Okay then. So I still want to... Actually, this doesn't even need to be on the second block. Guys, I figured it out. I figured out how to save you a single hopper. Check this out. We don't need that to be right there. We can just have this be like that. Boom. Aren't you proud? I save you 1 block. Crazy stuff, I know. And then we just do like slab. Yeah, check that out. Check that out. Saved you a hopper, guys. 1 entire hopper. You're so welcome. And I think we're gonna rotate this actually. The wiring for the back of this is fine. I don't really like the wiring of this right here, but only so much you can do besides just slightly modifying it like this. And then... yeah, that kind of just solved everything, didn't it? Yeah, okay. Great, so we need to make sure that all these pistons actually fire. All the bottom ones fire. All the top ones fire. Oh no, you know what the problem was? Is that this also needs to shut off the bottom line. Yeah, because otherwise you're going to be trying to bone meal stuff. Yeah. Although if we can tie this into the main bone meal clock, then it won't be too much of a problem, will it? Oh, yeah. Rub it in! 1 piece of leather. Yeah. Thinking you're all original here. Bro, we were so cooked on that UHC, though. If you haven't seen it, it's on the second channel. Minecraft had UHC 36, the anniversary one. No one can remember what year UHC started in, but it was like 2014-ish, allegedly. And, yeah, so this was the 36th annual consecutive UHC that we've ever had for Minecraft. I've been part of all of them, of course. And then... yeah, so... yeah, I mean, spoilers, I guess. But, we got cooked. Everybody got cooked. Absolutely everybody got cooked. Entirely. Yeah, no, Lime and Elrich were just... yeah, stacked to the gills. No, yeah, no, I think, what, he got like 7 kills. I think he had a world record number of kills for a UHC, for a Minecraft UHC. Absurd. Yeah, so literally no one stood a chance. We were missing 1 leather the entire game. We didn't see a singular cow. There was no enchanted books we could disenchant. There was no bookshelves in the village. Like, literally nothing we could do to get enchanted. So the last 15 minutes, I'm just like, man, we just gotta find a cow. We're just like trying to mine around. Like, please, Minecraft gods, I just need a cow. 1 singular leather. We can make an enchanting table. We can get fully enchanted up. We can survive Elrich for another, like, 5 seconds in battle. But, bro had, like, poison potions and strength and, like, speed and ender pearls and, like, 18 golden apples. It's like, bro, literally, calm down. Oh, it's so unfortunate, too, because, like, he probably should have clean swept, like, the other two UHCs. Because he died. I killed him in the first Minecraft UHC episode, like 1 of the Minecraft series, right? Um, but that was because like someone got him in lava. I hit him 2 hits. He was already running on the back foot. So I was just opportunistic with like every kill I got in that UHC. I pretty much one hit kill everyone that I found. Phoenix, Cav, Shadow Apples. Elrich was technically a 2 hit, but you know, 1 hit, 1 kill. Lol. um, that was fun. But yeah, that was almost certainly just like all luck everywhere. Um, and then he was in another UHC. I think it wasn't the holiday UHC. It was another one, and then he got unlucky on that one too. But yeah, he wasn't taking any chances this time around, man. Him and Slice Lime, OP, good team, good team. I was the only concern he had. Yeah. You know, at least there's that. Bro, I didn't actually land, like, I didn't, no, I guess I hit him with my bow a couple times. I was landing some pretty good shots with the bow, but, like, even Lime had a notch apple. It's like, what's happening here? What is happening? What's happening? Literally calm down. Um, just absolutely cooked in every way. So... I'm thinking... Oh, no, that's gonna be salt block. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't actually, like, hit him with my sword or my axe or anything. I was trying to get him in lava, but he had fire resistance! So I was like, what's happening? He had a poison potion, man. I went into, like, the final, like, stretch of that battle, not realizing I was down, like, 6 hearts from the poison or poison 2 that I had. Because I had just eaten an apple, too. It's like 5 seconds later, I'm down, like, 6 hearts. It's like, oh, okay, great. So, yeah. I had him in the lava. I had him in the lava both times, but he, like, ended up rolled out, man. If it wasn't for the fire res, I might have been doing a bit better. But he had so many gaps. Yeah, we were just thoroughly cooked. I did propose an idea to Minecraft, though. The wider Minecraft. I want to do a noobs versus pro UHC. So, literally, like, a team of 20 people. Like, basically everyone on Minecraft versus a team of, like, 3 to 4 people. So, mostly, like, JoJo and Elrich. Because they just absolutely dominated the last 2 UHCs that we've done. Just completely, like, 100% dominated, right? And then, I don't even know if I would put myself on that team. I kind of fumbled quite a bit. Granted, we did end up in a deep dark cave. We almost summoned a warden. We were actually really close to getting into an ancient city as well. So that was kind of cool. That maybe could have turned the tables. Could have table turned for us, but I think I could have raided the ancient city in hardcore and the UHC and been fine. How do we turn this on? Okay, so this just cut some redstone. No? It's just stopped. It stopped clocking it? Like, what's... What? Oh, okay, so the piston's activating, it broke it. Okay, cool, sure. Why not? Yeah, okay. Sure, we'll just roll with that. We'll just do a little bit of this. There we go. Sure, whatever. Don't really need a repeater there anyway. Is that cheaper? I guess we saved 1 redstone dust from doing that. Right. So this is a problem. This too is a problem. TNT blast chamber, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be complicated. That's all I can really tell you. Now, you're gonna end up quite a few warts, which I guess isn't really that great. Interesting. I think it grew a tree as it was like firing or something, right? I'm pretty sure that's why we have this. Well, we had a redstone line up here. Pretty sure that's why we have this. Minecraft needs a wart remover. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean you'll have quite a few on the front batch right here, just from harvesting the front part of the tree, but I mean, yeah, you know. That's what you get for having a cheaper cube maker, I guess. Is this thing still running? No, see it this is the issue that we were having last time too. I made a block right there. When it goes, it goes. Interesting. Wait, do we have a command block on? Oh, wait, hold up. No? What's happening? Was that just 2 warts? Wait, no, surely not. None of these are active, right? Because it looked like it, Oh, no, okay, so it fired the top pistons, but not the bottom ones. Right, so it's still... Yeah, no, okay, that's what it is. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah. So this thing right here does need to go all the way down to the bottom. And have this stupid, ugly, little, horrible redstone line right here. Yeah, this needs to be like this. Because that way the redstone signal from this guy goes down and powers the lower pistons. Okay. So now turning that off should activate all of our stuff. So I thought one of these was for stems. Is it not for stems? I thought we had a stem one. Yeah, that activates all of them. Okay. We're not really getting any blocks in the top here, are we? Interesting. The warts are good for bone meal, but that's literally it. It's just like, it's so quick to bone meal. It's crazy. If regular trees didn't care about what blocks were around them, this is what we could do with them. The fungus just doesn't care. It literally doesn't care at all about any blocks around it, so you can just build all your redstone right on top of it. It's great. I feel like we kind of solved our issue here. Yeah, see, you're gonna get like a good patch of warts on the front of this every time, but what can you do? Also, I feel like we need to raise this up by 1. Hold up. What am I doing here? There we go. Brilliant. I feel like that should have broke it, but it didn't. It seems to be working fairly well, actually. I didn't think it would work this well. I think our 2 little safety systems that we have, so this thing is turning off the bone meal clock when it's firing, which is kind of nice. A little bit less lag, I suppose. And then we also have the back wall getting powered whenever the front wall extends. Which should help slow things down. And then it also turns off the bone meal clock at the same time. Yeah, it should help. Now I'm over here. Yeah, you still get pushed by blocks in spectator mode. It seems to be working pretty well, actually. And, like, these things will still grow even if there's a solid block directly above them. So, like, we don't actually need to worry about this issue where you have, like, an extra block all the way out here. Because that's fine. Like, they just don't care. They just don't care at all. It's a little bit less efficient, I guess. So maybe we should do, like, a full line of observers and stuff. Like, that's probably the smart way to go. But, I mean, check this out. Okay, so now the build is full, and this is what it looked like. Okay, so then you can just go ahead and turn it off from right here. Your thing will die. Oh, I guess it might waste bone meal doing this. Yeah, it'll just perpetually die, won't it? Because this will die again, then use one bone meal, and then die again, and use one bone meal. Yeah, like that. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go ahead and fill this with air. Somehow that... Yeah, that updated it. This off switch is still... No, I actually I turned off the build myself. Personally saw that. I don't know when the blast chamber will be out. It'll be out once it's done. It needs a lot more cooking. It is nowhere near ready. It's got a lot of issues, and also it just doesn't really work, like, at all. So, yeah, it's not done yet. I'm still not even sure which way I want to do it. Excuse me? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, maybe we should do the every other block kind of observer wall deal. Probably be a lot cleaner. Okay. That should be fine. I'm sure we can get rid of a couple of these, but we'll see once we fire it up. It's perfectly placed to miss the one block. When am I probably going to drop the tutorial for this farm? I don't know. This also needs more cooking as well, but I feel like we're like 80% of the way there. There's a couple small things I want to figure out, but feels like it's working out pretty well right now. I feel like we should adjust all of these downwards by a block and then get rid of the bottom one. It's like we're just constantly missing like one little thing, but maybe it doesn't even matter. It feels like, no, we are constantly missing one little thing. Oh, right. Okay, so this is only going to... The problem with this is that it's only going to turn off the build when the middle one activates. Right. That's the problem with this. Oh, I mean, portal ticking gold farms are so much better than the nether ones. I have another one, but it's like, why would you bother? Yeah. On Bedrock? Like, yeah, there's no comparison. I guess the main thing to figure out is mostly just like, how do we want to wire up this piston wall? Because like, this is the least like laggy way to do it, because you're only activating like 2 rows at a time. But the thing that we need to figure out is there's no chunk floaters on Bedrock. They don't exist. think we're out of bone meal. Oh, wait, no, yeah, it broke because we don't have all the things in there. That's right. Yeah, okay. No, we still have, we still got bone meal. Right. Yeah, I guess we should just, let's get rid of this one. We don't need that. The wiring for this should not be as difficult as I'm making it. But you know me, we can't do anything the easy way. Okay, that's gonna power those. And then we're just gonna add a repeater in here, like... That'll be fine. It'll just be a small lag spike of a 12 by 12 piston wall firing every few minutes. It's fine. I don't know what the problem is, guys. Why would you think that's a problem? Let's do this on the 4th block. And then we gotta, oh, hold up, we gotta get rid of this. Clear these blocks so we can see what's happening. Right, that will power the bottom one at least. That's important. We know that for sure going in. And now, I don't think it's gonna do the entirety of this one, is it? No, we missed literally 2 off the edge. Okay. So this is prime location for a repeater. Which I guess we'll send right here. And then let's have this be a little bit ugly. Which is my middle name, by the way. Silent, little bit ugly whisperer. That's gonna connect. This is really ugly. And we need another repeater all the way up here? What's happening? Come on. Can we do some redstone torches? It's a weird middle name. Okay. Rude. Interesting. So we'll come back to this. No, so what I'm thinking is that when this clock is turned off, we should find a way to turn off this torch right here. That way we don't have the bone meal cycling issue. Because I'm realizing no matter what we do with this piston wall, it's still going to, because this is pulse based, it's not a solid signal. That we're always going to have a tree grow right here, even when the piston wall is completely full. Which is going to cycle our bone meal. So what we need to do is find a way to turn off this redstone torch. And that way we don't cycle bone meal when the farm is full. And I think what we can do is have that be part of the off signal that comes from here. So I think we can literally just take a redstone line and just plug it in right there. That way you don't waste bone meal. Anyway, so now we got to go back to this. Can we add TNT dispensers to the middle of a cube maker? Generally not recommended, no. Yeah. Okay, let's try some rest of this has got to be an easier way to do this. How have I done this before? How is this so difficult? What am I following? What am I doing over here? Okay, I guess that would make sense. This is a pretty old way of doing it though. But also I kind of want the repeater to go into the tower. Yeah, so the mangrove farm still works. I guess if we did it like this, that would also work. Because then we could do like repeaters like this. Because that's 12 blocks long, right? So I mean, you do kind of need a lot of repeaters for that. You at least need a couple, I mean, come on. Okay, so then we can move the ladder out to like here, maybe. Hmm. We need to line up. So we're gonna put this down on the third block. Right here. That way it powers the lower one, and then we can ladder this up. But it's not gonna line up because it's silly, isn't it? So I guess we'll just do this. Here we go. That'll help it line up a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of redstone lines, so it makes sense that you would have to have a few repeaters. Now, I don't think on the very bottom one we'll need a repeater. I think we can skip it for that. Oh no, maybe not. No, you still need a repeater on it. Interesting. Okay. And then we can put a little bit of delay on these. We could do like 1 tick, 2 ticks. We could do like 3 ticks and 4. And then, I don't know. Would that affect anything? Would that change anything? I don't think that really matters too much, but it's an idea to help reduce some lag of all those pistons firing. Okay, that'll work. That's fine. That's way cleaner than anything else I had, so we're gonna go with it for now. I'm sure I'll redesign that 20 more times. Very efficient redstone over here. Okay, let's go ahead and put this thing into hyperspeed mode real quick and see what happens. See if we can't break a farm. Cheat engine gonna work? Like, what's happening? Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't think it's gonna work. So I love how Windows asks you every single time you open an application, like, hey, are you sure you want to run this? Like, oh, no, I've only ran it like 1,000 times. And, like, click the yes, I want to run it button 1,000 times. It's very, very good. Thanks, sir, for your security options, Windows. And the only way to get rid of that little pop-up is to turn it off for absolutely everything, which is like, oh, cool. That's also smart. We appreciate this. I feel like this is very slow right now. What's happening? This was my very slow, I guess. Am I sure? I'm pretty sure about that, yeah. Pretty sure about that. I'm pretty sure. Also, yeah, you can totally blame the maze for that, because I too have shoulder pain. I know. Definitely not from working out. Definitely. It's from carrying the Bedrock Edition community. That's what I've heard anyway. So this should actually be a block further out. Shouldn't it? We're missing like 2 blocks right here. Is that normal? I don't think it really turned off. Wait, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Yeah, that should be out by block. What are we doing? What's happening? Okay. Sure, we'll modify that again at some point. I mean, I'm not really seeing any real issues with this. You guys seeing any real issues with this? Now, we do get a line of warped every time we push this thing out. So I guess it's not really like the most efficient. My other concept for like moving the piston wall around a little bit and slightly separating it from the actual build itself probably would have been the smart way to go about it. Because that way you don't get as much of the warped. You would still always get a little bit of warped. You'd always get 1 at the very top of the tree, right? If it's shorter than 12. But this is going to give you quite a bit of warped on the very edges and on the front corner over here, as you can see. But it's technically a shroom life farm. I mean, Yeah, maybe moving this piston wall out to like the original concept would be better. Do a version 3 of this real quick. Also, I'm not sure how important this is. Apparently not at all, because it's not doing anything right now. Good to know. I don't think it's been doing anything for a while. Yeah, that'd be a major optimization to get rid of a lot of these warts. Fill all these in with logs instead. Yeah, we're also missing like this entire front corner right here. I'm not sure what's up with that. Interesting. Yeah, see, we're going to be harvesting all these warts, putting them straight into the cuber. I think there's some redstone growing in my tree. I mean, it kind of seems like it, yeah. I mean, this thing just harvests so fast, though. This is crazy. We can even put more bone meal dispensers on this. We do need somewhere for the player to stand to actually plant those things, though. Let's see. I mean, overall, it's seeming like it's pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with this overall. It's like fully functional is the thing. I'm sure there's some tweaks we can make to the redstone. Try and minimize some cost here or there. And then we got to run it with the crimson as well, just because, for fun. Swapping out that Nelium right there is the only silly part, because you have to like actually break the block. Otherwise, we're looking at adding this stupid thing, and like, that's never gonna happen. You know what? I guess we could make this one a piston. You just do this and this. Then you just do that and that. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to wire in there, I guess. You just power both of them for like a second. So how would you go about doing that? Well, it's actually really easy. So we just do this, and then we do this. Get rid of both of those. So I mean, we could do it. We could do it. And then we take it out of this lever. Is this a productive use of our time? I don't know. You tell me. You're the one watching the stream right now. And then we just invert this, right? We'll invert it on this side. So this would technically be how we do it. So that raises up the blue Nelium, and that raises up the red Nelium. And it would work. It would work. For swapping it. Is it a bit much? I feel like that's a bit much. So this thing is still clocking right now, even though it should be considered full, right? Oh. Yeah, see, we're still missing blocks in the little corner, right? I'm not sure what's up with that. That's gotta be an issue back here. Powers, goes down, goes down. Goes down, and powers there. Yeah, I mean, it should work. Interesting. I have a couple kelp farm tutorials. Make all the farms solar powered? Yeah, I mean, it can be. It could be. There's a block right here. Interesting. Not sure how long those have been there. Yeah, let's get rid of all that. So, yeah, I'm not sure why we're missing blocks on the lower edge. It seems like that's like the most guaranteed spot to have blocks. So it must be something from the wiring. I feel like we just saw it right there. It activated the top and not the bottom. Yeah, okay. It's activating the top and not the bottom. What's happening? Yeah, so this is pulsing. It goes up, it goes across, it goes over. It goes into this guy. Yep, that powers that. I don't understand why it wouldn't power the lower ones. I mean, if your world changes redstone, then like all bets are off, right? I mean, you know. They shouldn't change redstone. You know what? The lower pistons are the only ones without delay. And that could be causing that issue. Yeah. That could be causing that issue. Could be. We'll find out. Let's find out. We're gonna do a version 3 of this, though. I'll post the TNT chamber once it is ready and done. It's probably still gonna be a couple weeks because it needs some time in the oven. It's a slow bake. It's a slow cook. Is this pulsing twice now? I also might need to add some more delay to this. Well, that's on 3 ticks. That should be fine. Let's see. Is this still going to activate just the top and not the bottom? Because the bottom ones can't fire. Yeah, couldn't fire because of push limit. So I think that's causing that little issue over there. Okay. Interesting. Maybe not. We're still missing a block right there. What's up with that? Now, I mean, another solution would be just to, like, you know, make this a little bit taller. Anywhere you get a connection, just, like, does it. Iron farms haven't changed on Bedrock for years, so literally any of my tutorials in, like, the last 6 years are going to work for you. There's no changes. They're really all the same on Bedrock right now. It's kind of super boring, actually. Kind of a little bit boring. See, that was just a single block right there. But they do grow a bunch of the warts at the same, like, foot layer. A little bit silly. Seems to be working fairly well. It's so fast. Oh my god, dude. So fast. So fast. Just boom, 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 boom. Now, I guess, so there's a couple ways that we can increase efficiency on this. We can go back to using our one, you know, observer. Well, no, because that gives us off issues. Yeah. That should have actually shut off the build properly. Did it not? It really should have. Oh, is there no item in this? Or, like, what's happening here? You're getting powered, but you're not going up? Like, what? 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 How are you not going up? You're not sending the item up because reasons? Okay. We'll just put some of those in there. It just doesn't send it up? Like, what's happening? Oh, it's powering both of them? Okay, sure. That's because we need to do it like this. It's sending it up and then back down instantly. Cool. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, that's... never mind. Never mind, everybody. False alarm. Slight issue. Unpower that. Okay. Get rid of these. We can turn off the build. Okay, so... let's turn this into the version 3. We have a couple things that we need to fix. Just a little bit. So we're gonna push this cuber over a couple blocks like how I had it originally. That way we don't get so much of the fungus. Every time this wall extends, we're getting like 2 layers of fungus right here. And then we're also harvesting all of the fungus from like this entire area right here. All the warp blocks, yeah. It's just cheaper than a copper bulb, really. That's all it is. Copper bulbs take like effort and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason. Let's see, 25. Farm is getting larger. Save this as a version 2. Also, hi, how's it going? DPC, it's welcome back. Let's try and... I don't know. Where do we want our first row of pistons to be? I feel like we don't really want a piston wall right here, but that's the closest that we can get it. So, grow, push to here. No, it would grow, push, 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 and then this would be our main wall of 12 going across. 12. Okay. So, that means that we're still going to get a lot of fungus. Like, we would have to take it out to here to not get fungus, right? I'm saying fungus, but I mean warp blocks. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite far. It's quite far. Yeah, because these things are huge. They grow quite sizable. Minimum, like, yeah, minimum. Well, that's the top. The top's a little bit smaller, too. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. 4 blocks should do it. Yeah, trial chambers make copper stuff free, but not everyone wants to go to a trial chamber, you know? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So we can have it, like, right here. And then right here. We're gonna go ahead and disable this. And then I want to get one of these for the stems. And replace, what is this? Warped stem? No, just warp stem, thank you. Is it gonna get larger than this? It says is 11 by 11. That's stupid. That's stupid. I'm trying to keep this farm small out here. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's very common. Seems like it's mostly just this. We have a little bit up there, but like this is it's mostly 9 by 9. Or well, mostly 7 by 7s actually. Yeah, it's almost mostly 7x7s. Like, this is like the most we've gotten out of like how many trees? A billion? Yeah. Oh, you know what? We might need to wipe this. Okay, there's a larger one. That one's 9x9. Yeah, max size does seem pretty rare. Which one is it? This one? Although we have all these blocks up here, that might be stopping them from growing. Oh my god. There's good stuff in there. Yeah, I think we'll just go out by like 5 or whatever. Not too worried about it. Wait, we have too many levers here. Gonna be here all day. Right. So yeah, I mean max size is like 9x9 then. If we're being realistic with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would come out to here. So push it out by one more. To here. Push that out by one more. Push that out to here. And then we're just gonna steal whatever tech we had right here. And it'll be great. And maybe we don't do that. Thank you. I would appreciate it if you put those back, actually. Okay, so it's gonna push over. It's gonna get to here. It's gonna have another piston pushy dude. And then we're gonna actually push this forward by another block. And then it's gonna be like this. So boop, boop. And then it's gonna fill in. 11 and 12. That should be it, right? Make a piston machine to build this machine. Yeah, I mean, if you got the time to do the crime, then I mean, that's how that goes, right? Am I saying that right? I think that's right. I don't want to place all these pistons again, so we're just gonna cheat. What do you think it is? Piston facing direction 3? Direction equals 3. My bad. Yeah, that's right. See, I know things. Random Minecraft things that don't affect anything. Heck yeah. That's just because I remembered from last stream, so... I have no idea what the numbers represent. They could have just had, like, north, south, east, west as options in addition to the numbers. Or, like, up, down. And then, like, you could figure it out from there. But no, you gotta just have numbers. You just gotta know. You just gotta guess. Every time. That makes sense. That's a good system. Anytime someone recommends a good change to Minecraft, they get thrown out the window. At Mojang. It's true. I've seen it. Haven't heard from Jab in a while? What do you think happened? He's gone. Defenestrated. Okay. So that should work for this. We're gonna get rid of this stupid thing right here. Goodbye. No time for that. No! Why do you think they added that balcony at the headquarters? Of course! With spikes at the bottom. I mean, come on. The writing's on the wall here, people. Literally. Big old bold letters. No good ideas. They're not very subtle about it. Right. So how are we gonna detect that something ends up right here? Did anybody think about that? No. Great. We have to move this a block forward again? Bro. You're telling me. You're telling me. We gotta go block forward on this? Yeah, no, a hotkey to kill items is actually so nice. Legit. You know what's great about the hotkeys as well? Oh man, you weren't here for the start of the stream. You know what's great about the hotkeys that they added? The command hotkeys that they added to the Minecraft? You know what's great about having your keybinds down here and having all these hotkeys? Is that they reset every single time you launch the game! Every single time they get wiped! You gotta re-add them every time you launch the game! It's brand new. I just clicked a button. What did I click? Auto jump? Boo! Nasty. I thought I clicked invert y-axis. Oh, that's not health. No. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Make a macro to add more macros. I mean, at this point, like... Actually, you know what? I have File Manager open right now. I'm gonna lock my options.txt. This is the thing that you can do. You go find your options.txt inside of Minecraft. And then you go to properties. And then you hit that as read only. Boom. You will no longer be able to use the FOV changer to zoom in Minecraft, but hopefully it doesn't reset my video settings or my keybinds every time I open the game. Yeah. Any objections? Too bad. How's the PC condition after running the wolf farm? It's fine. Yeah, we just don't run it for too long. It's fine. Guess I should have seen that going. Maybe we just get a structure block to move this forward, hey? Maybe that'd be easier. Let's just do that. Let's do a one smart thing this entire stream, and use a structure block. Everybody loves structure blocks. I love structure blocks. Love these guys. Who doesn't love a structure block, eh? Not messing around. Let's see. That looks like it'll work. Let's see. Piston. Save. Put it to right here. Boom. Look at that. Not even a problem, everybody. Not even a problem. And then we move this. But yeah, on the note of the hotkeys, though, besides the rant, I got survival, creative. If it would work. Survival, creative. Nighttime, daytime. Teleport wherever I'm looking 100 blocks forwards, which is pretty convenient for when you're trying to get around this world. Love it. And then kill items within 20 blocks. It's pretty great. I still got 4 more hotkeys I can use. I don't know what else I would add. I've been trying to think of new stuff, but maybe a clear inventory. You gotta watch out to not hit Alt F4 when you're doing this, though. Because Alt 5 and Alt F4, really close. I've definitely done that. Definitely did that. Right, okay, well. That's kind of silly, ain't it? So I'll just skip this. Stream audio cut out right as I said F4. wait. Yeah, just, you know, just all F4 LBS real quick. It's fine. 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 Not a problem, guys. You can burn it all down, hockey. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm down for that. What do you think this whole stream has been? Me slowly losing my sanity. Rapidly. Okay, so we probably won't have any blocks land on this. Like, we might have a wart land right there. That could break some things. We'll see if that happens. If it does, then we'll just put a glass block there. That's fine. Might have one happen right here as well, but otherwise, this should just work. I think what we can do. No, never mind. It's good. Can't lose something you never had. But you know, some people would consider that rude. Now I would like to do a wall right here, but I know that as soon as blocks come out, it's going to reactivate that one. It's probably going to break some stuff. So we're just going to use a torch burnout for this bottom one. And you know the smart thing to do for this is to make it so it can't burn out. We're going to use a stair right here, which is actually really clever and something I totally stole from someone. I don't know. It was like 8 years ago. Get over it. But yeah, so now this can't burn stuff out because it's a block that doesn't conduct redstone, but it supports redstone. But it could also just be a piece of glass, I guess. We'll just do a piece of glass. It's also waterloggable too, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just work here. Right. So where do we want to run this? Should we just do like this, I guess? Something I am thinking about is like when you're mining all the blocks in this build, you don't want to like be swinging your tool around and then like break some redstone. So maybe we should have this be on the back side of this. Just like get a little bit of separation. Things to think about. Things to think about. Oh my god, my blocks. This is why I don't speedrun Minecraft, because I can't click anything well anymore. Okay, that should activate all of them, right? Yeah, okay. That looks pretty good. It's a little bit janky, but I mean, you know, what can you do? We can actually get rid of this one. And then go up like this. Here we go. Less jank. Love it. Like 10 times faster than you. Is that just like a keyboard and mouse thing, or is it a skill thing? I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, we're doing an age reveal. 750,000 subscribers, everybody. Hurry up. We're at, what are we at right now? Are we at 730? We're at 729 still. Bunch of slackers. These guys can't even subscribe, bro. Yeah, so that'll happen. Hopefully this year? I don't know. Oof. We'll see. What month is it? Is Tom in age reveal? How old is this Tom? Bro has like a kid. He's the young one, isn't he? I don't know. That's what I always heard. That was the rumor that I heard. He's the youngest one on Truly Bedrock, allegedly. Oh no, Slates is definitely the youngest one now. He was 18. He's got to be like 19 now, though, right? I mean, is he older than that? Oh my god. Are the youngins getting old? Ugh. How old am I? I don't know, man. We'll find out. Israel, the Stone Age. Might be onto something. Yeah, I want to do something fun for the age reveal. Like, I don't know if I can even do that as a main channel video. Okay, let's see how this works, everybody. Allegedly, it does work. Last I checked. I could just do some walls right here. Or like some slabs. Something cheaper than glass, I don't know. Some buttons, like, you can do anything. You can do anything you want. You can do some carpets. Shoot. You can do some string, you can do some scaffolding. Just kidding, no one does scaffolding. That's the problem with hitting 5 instead of 6. You teleport underground, and now you're lost. Where's my build at? Oh, here we go. Ah, okay, jeez. You're holding out on me. Not doxing other people's ages. Jeez. What's the command block going on the board? These are all just to remove the blocks so we can actually do some redstone, because otherwise it's just like all fungus everywhere. All fungus all day. Can't even stop it. I tried. You can't. It's impossible. Right, so this is basically the block path that they travel. And then you don't need any of this anymore. And then that command block is very outdated. And all this is outdated. And then that's outdated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah. So, you know how we just, like, updated that and changed it and, like, fixed the redstone on it? And, like, yeah, that's all broken again. Somebody forgot that we moved everything out. Although we don't even need to fix this right now. It's like whatever. Okay. We should just test this and see what happens, essentially. I think we could change... Yeah, I think we could change this back to where it was originally as well. And then this can go back to being a target block, right? Does that work? Yeah, that works. Great. Yeah, so just some modifications to do. Right, so then I also want to tie... I still want to tie this in. I think we're going to tie it in from right here, actually. That should work out fine. Because I feel like we're going to have a lot of issues with this where... Like, we're growing a new tree before the other ones have even been pushed, and it's going to be, like, causing problems for us. I don't know. Maybe a smart idea would be use the torch method right here as well. I don't know. Excuse me. Rude. Yeah, that would also lock this while this is going. That could be smart. You know, that could be the smart way to go, actually. Let's think about it. Don't want to do that. That's bad. That's bad, okay. We're gonna reconsider our options and divest from this entire situation. I think that'll work. Hold up. Let's break this piston. Or yeah, see now that hard powers that. Okay, great. Beautiful. Love that. So now we can actually just take the redstone line from like literally right here. Or maybe we do like this one. And then if that is a strong enough redstone torch, if it's a mighty torch, we might not even need a repeater in it. We're gonna need a repeater in it. Right, let's just do it like this then. We're gonna do it like right here. Look at that, see, slabs coming in handy. Where we had them. Well, that can't be a slab. Okay then. I mean, it's looking pretty good. Now, it doesn't turn off that clock. That's the one thing, is it doesn't turn off the clock. One redstone dust is missing. Not sure if that still is relevant. Oh, right, hold up. No, okay, that's an easy fix. There we go. Okay, and now... See, the issue with this right here, though, is that if it pushes too far, it's going to break the redstone dust. It's like if this pushes, boop, 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 it's going to break the redstone dust. Is there a way to, like, actually fix that? I don't think so. Very end of 3 walls? I don't think it's this end. We'll find it. Oh, those are powered. Oh, yeah, no, that's... Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Right then, let's see what this does, shall we? Start planting. Yeah, so now we're not really getting any fungus out here. We get a couple extra pieces right here, but, like, no big deal. And then you just won't mine out these blocks when you harvest the farm. Yeah, you just won't mine out, like, this chamber of blocks, and then that won't happen. Look at this. Making progress, everybody. So this has a lot less warts in it. Significantly less warts. This has, like, 40% less warts in it. It's a few more piston walls. It's actually, like, not that much more circuitry. It doesn't look like anything's moving because it's, like, not the tall trees, but it is actually producing items, everybody. I think 5 times speed is too fast for the game, so we're gonna do 2 times. See how bad this goes. Yeah, see, the piston wall really lags when we're sped up. See, now we're not having that block gap there either. Not sure why this is right here. That might be a false activation or something that I did. Because this shouldn't be right here, right? That shouldn't be possible. Yeah, if we could stagger the activation of this wall, that'd be really good. Like every other one of those on 2 ticks or something? I don't know. Because there's a lot of pistons. It's like lagging out kind of significantly. Actually, we have a couple of these. These weren't here before. Okay, so something is false activating. Not sure how. Oh, look at this. Interesting. We're getting right to the barrier of where our old farm is. It's still going. We need to let this thing get completely full and back up. Which it looks like it should be there right now. Oh, it's like, this isn't even a block far enough out. Okay, yeah, so now it'll break. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So the shut-off switch will stop that from happening. But this is the max that you'll get. This is the worst that you'll get. And then we're not wasting bone meal anymore, so we actually don't need this lower line. Due to using a hard, like, toggled wall with the redstone torch instead of the observer pulse wall. Right then. Okay, so a couple things to fix. But generally, on a good track. How many times have we moved the piston wall? No comment, Your Honor. I plead the fifth. It's been 4,000, approximately. Excuse me. Let's turn that off. Okay. There we go. And now... Yeah, we have a couple extra blocks right here. Not sure how we would stop that. That is the one issue with like this design is you can't really stop that from happening. Um, maybe we could actually if you use the piston right here with torch inversion on it, then you could stop that from happening. Obsidian wouldn't work there. Okay, let's get rid of some of these blocks, shall we? There we go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Yeah, this is literally going all the way out. I feel like we need to move this entire build now. Is that actually everything? We're gonna say this is 3. Hold up. Push it on back. Whole thing. I think the farm will get this large. Jeez. Now the real thing that you should be counting is how many times I've rebuilt this little section right here. This little guy. The little like full detection. It's been like 40 today in the last 20 minutes. So many times. It's not even funny, everybody. Not even funny. Right, let's move this in again. Put a button in there. Okay. Everything is good. Right, so a couple things to fix. I think we will try out this little piston inversion thing, because that could be fun. So, you would have your... I think you would want to use an obsidian somewhere, just so this doesn't fire. So we'd use like an obsidian right here, piston facing downwards. This is your torch. Then you have another obsidian right here. Or, no, this would be... Here we go. Just to stop the push limit. Also, this thing is still running. Why are you running? Could always be worse. Don't jinx us now. That's an issue, isn't it? Was this a good idea? Was there ever potential of this working? Was there ever an idea where this could have worked? I don't think you can detect that change with an observer, can you? No, it only detects it extending, not getting powered. But like this would work right here. But then you're kind of in the same situation where like this can get pushed off by a block moving. So like, what's the point? What's even the point? What are we doing here? Have a good one, Deacon. We'll see you later sometime. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Okay. Yeah, we just need that max fill limit to like really work. And it should work fine. I guess we could put some obsidian here if we really wanted to stop extra blocks back there. I don't think those really matter though. But like, it's possible. Okay, let's try this again. All right, my bad. What is this? Warped fungus? It's a warp fungus. Thank you. All right, warp fungus replace air. My bad. Oh, wait, except you can't do that with a set block. You have to use a fill command. That's another one of those little things. It's like, what are we doing here? Oh, and now there's 3 L's on that. Of course, never mind. What was the thing? My bad. I apologize. There we go. That'll fix it. Got some pretty tall trees over here. So I think we're going to add a couple ticks of delay to this. That way it's off for longer. And then hopefully that stops these weird little additions. We're also having these come out. I'm still not sure what's up with that. Oh, and a lot of these. Oh man. Yeah, I think adding the extra ticks up there should help. That's a lot of extra logs where you don't really want it. We should do an obsidian right there. Yeah, the main wall double pulsed at some point. Oh, that's probably what it is. It's probably double pulsing because of this. Let's see. Does it double pulse? Hard to tell. To be real. Let's slow down the game because that was lag. Is this... No, wait, hold up. I did it wrong. Yeah, if the main wall is double pulsing, that would do it. Here we go. Quarter speed. It is double pulsing. Okay. Interesting. Why is that a double, that other observer? Didn't used to do that when I just had the one. Okay. I broke something over there, apparently. Yeah, see, this got broken out. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, not only do you need that there, you also need this to be here. Fascinating discovery. So now nothing is working, probably because this got pushed out? No? Yeah, it's a self-destruction farm. What's it do? It self-destructs. Is this the right one? No. No, it is not. Used to be the right one. Oh, and there's all this, too. Miss Bunk. Yeah, everybody misses Bunk. Everybody misses poor little Bonk. If only the mean villagers didn't take him. Right, we're gonna put some obsidian right here. The villagers kidnapped him, man. Nothing I can do. Okay. So this is now a critical flaw zone right here. Is there a way to fix it? I mean, without like using an observer somehow? Not really. Not really. Interesting. No, the villager. Don't let the silliness of the villagers trick you. They're mean, evil, conniving people. These remember these are the same people that are related to the illagers. It's true. You wouldn't think it just by looking at them, but it's true. Mean people. Okay, that alternated our wall a little bit. Actually, it was probably causing so much lag before because it was double pulsing. Let's see how this does. Yeah. I mean, these are people who are smart enough to summon an iron golem, I mean. We can't figure that out. You know, you've never seen them open a gate, but that doesn't mean that they can't do it. Did you ever think about that? I bet you didn't. Checkmate. It is double pulsing. Which is why we're getting all these loose items. It's double pulsing because of the repeater up here. Which is somewhere in here. Here it is. It's around, you know. What if we put that on 2 ticks? No. It's probably always going to double pulse, to be real. Okay, so what if instead of having this go that way, we turn this around, so we have this repeater going this way? And we don't worry about a smart activation on that secondary wall? We just activate it every time from the main clock. Now we're thinking with our brains. Now we're thinking with the brain sauce, with the brain noodle. Yeah, so we get rid of this. We do this. And then don't need that. And then we turn this around so that it's like boop boop. And it goes like this. Yeah, that could work. That could work, maybe. Maybe a blast chamber. No! No blast chamber. You're grounded. Go to the corner. That's enough. That's enough YouTube for you. All these ideas. Is that actually working? Is that the right timings? I actually can't really tell. I mean, it seems to be working. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Let's put that on 1 tick. No, I'm so far from a blast chamber. So far. What's happening here? Why is this not... It still didn't work. In theory, it should work. But it don't. Probably because, oh, because this got wiped out. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Sure. Yeah, see, now this one's the flaw. So now we gotta tie this one to that one. Oh, jeez. Instead of being smart, piston is just gonna be hardwired. Maybe that's not a bad way to go. Maybe it's not a bad way to go. If you can get it to be reliable, that's the main issue, is getting it to be reliable. Also, what's up with it? Why no blocks? Like, why aren't these ones pushing out? Oh, no, never mind. That's just because the command over there is deleting those ones. That's right. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. Right. So how are we going to send a signal to this? Is that the closest path to it? It might be. Oh, we had this set up in a nice and clean way at one point. I'm not sure what that looked like. I think this might be it. If it is, then I'm about to be locked out of my computer cast. Tell me how this is going on, man. Okay, so... Yeah, fake mustache. I mean, that would probably work. The detection systems are not smart. I mean, can we go over top of it? I mean, that might be the smartest way to go about it. Something like this. Well, there's a little something like that. Or not. And you have to rewire all this. Too bad we were gonna rewire it anyway. Ah, then we need this one. Yeah, why powering it from the top isn't really normal, is it? Maybe I'm doing very abnormal things here. Maybe everything I'm doing is a bad idea. I hadn't considered that until this moment. But it's becoming a startling possibility. Let's see. I kind of just want to do it like that. There we go. That should power all of them. Right, so we're gonna leave that on one tick, and then assume that everything is fine. Now, I'm sure we're gonna have like some like blocks get placed in like here and here and here by the fungus trees because they're mean. Probably there as well. And then I guess we can swap all these blocks to the side. Or something. For symmetry. I don't know, man. I mean, just dropping TNT on it's just gonna blow up a bunch of your items. You need like a whole water collection system and timing and like a whole bunch of things and piston walls and like it's not as simple as you would think. I thought it was, and then I tried it and I was like, no. Actually, if you want it to work well, and you do want it to work well, because you don't want to waste TNT, it's expensive. On Java, they don't need to, like, you don't really need to worry about optimizing it, because TNT is free. And we don't have that privilege. Every TNT you get is hard fought. Hard mined. Right then, let's try and... Oh, this is not powered for some reason? Cool. Lack of quasi-connectivity? Something no quasi? There we go. Okay. Let's turn that off. And now we can just try cycling this. It didn't push this one. Does it have to be 2 ticks? Because I feel like if it's 2 ticks, it's not going to work. With the speed that we're growing trees, like... Like, we're gonna need a clock shut off at some point. If this is supposed to be, like, on 2 ticks. Which is kind of what I want, why I wanted it to be smart activated, but this seems like it should be more reliable in the long term. It just feels so slow. It feels so slow. Also, wither tech isn't really a thing on Bedrock, because you can't, like, contain it. Unless you have Bedrock blocks, but ain't nobody got that. Okay, let's try, I wanna send a deactivation signal to this. Like that. Breaking stuff. Okay. Let's try this out and see what happens, shall we? Something already broke? No, it just refused to activate the dispenser. We had this happen before. What's up with this? What's up with this? Is it just because the pistons fire? Like, it's not a chunk border. What's happening? I mean, if you're a band, then that's pretty much it, right? There's not much you can do about it. If it was a temp ban, then like you just gotta wait out the thing, right? What is up with this? Now it works? Like what's happening? Yeah, it just stops every time the pistons activate. That's great. That's great. Hmm. Just go back to doing this, I guess. Because why? I don't know, man. Why so complicated? It's still break? Like what's happening? Actually though. It actually just stops the clock. Like literally. Oh, okay. That's not what I meant to do. I think it just breaks. Is the farm telling me that we're done? It literally just stops the clock. It just stops it working. Okay, sure. This makes so much sense. Sure, there's some stupid technical reason for this. Okay, that one don't fire, that one don't fire, and then we turn it off, and we turn it back on, and now they do fire, pistons activate, and they don't fire anymore. Cool! Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Let's just do this, and then we do that, and then it's like... No? All the way out to here it stops? Okay. Sure. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I mean, I guess we'll just run this redstone line 15 blocks out. Like... There, that works. God. Bedrock edition. Right, you don't really want to clear out these blocks. That's fine, though. Yeah, the hard power, like, wiring this in just doesn't really work, does it? For some reason, it's just not quite... Not getting the timings right. Shouldn't be that complicated. Let's wipe all the blocks again. I mean, one tick is as fast as we can get it, but I feel like that's gonna introduce some randomness. See, like, it didn't even push them out this time. Because those ones were, like, still extended. So, we were adding, this little circuit right here. And this is supposed to turn off the clock. Which might be the reason why this started breaking on us. That's probably the reason why it started breaking. But yeah, we need more delay in between growing trees. That back on 2. That back on 2. And then... Where are we going? Activate that again. Something's still fishy. Shenanigans are abound. It's growing them a lot slower now, though, which is what we want. But see, it's still, like, it's still not doing it. Something is iffy here. Yeah, we need them to, like, not be... Oh, was that still on 2 ticks? It's supposed to be on... You would think you would be able to wire this in pretty easily. Because it's a 1 tick coming out of the clock, or the main activation. Once we get it, we just never touch it again. But yeah, see, it just... Because this one's trying to push while the other one's still extended. So it's like... That's not helping you. This one was on 2. We can try having that work, but I don't think this is the way to go. I think smart pistons is probably the way to go with it. But we're gonna have to use observer walls for that instead of the redstone torch method. Yeah. Yeah, they're extended for too long. Yeah, hold up. We can maybe modify that. We can maybe modify that. Let's see. Get a piston in here. This is a stupid solution, but we are trying to figure things out. Just trying to get something to work, you know? Sometimes that is the biggest issue of them all. Is just trying to get something to work. Let's see. We kind of want to back this up, actually. Okay. Let's try that. That's really silly and stupid, but maybe it'll work. Or it'll break instantly. Yeah. Nah. Okay. Well, I guess we go back to smart pistons. We haven't even thought about shroom lights yet. I mean, it's not like a bad piston layout. It's just like activating it is kind of silly. So that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta run through a billion different ideas. Also, this clock is being really stupid. You saw that though. You know that that was stupid, right? It's because it was getting powered by that. Kind of silly. Kind of silly. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it basically just wasn't turning off. Really smart stuff there. It still isn't. Like, it should all be flashing like this. But then you power it for like a second using this stuff and it just stops. Yeah, so we'll go back to using some smart pistons and that'll be easy. Because we have had this working. It's just that, like, it was being silly. The redstone torch method was working perfectly fine. It's just that it's, like, so easy to break. You know, if you get one thing pushed out of sync, you know? So we're just gonna do the silly thing of just spamming this with, yeah, just spam it. And then we do the same thing on, this one as well. Not even a problem. You know, why do smart solution when dumb solution is cheaper? And more, or, like, when dumb solution is more expensive? Fill that up. We'll get something that works. Eventually. I didn't say it would be today. This is definitely overkill on the walls here, but we'll figure it out. We don't need this. Don't need that. Maybe we do a different clock on this at the bottom. I don't want to do an observer clock, but maybe a repeater clock would work. I don't know. It's just like observer or comparator clock would be the best. I don't know why we're having that little issue though. If we could power it from the opposite side, maybe that could maybe be beneficial to the cause. So that shouldn't really fail over here. If it does fail over here, it's because it's trying to grow them too fast. Yeah, if it wasn't connected to any blocks on any of the other sides, then we could use one observer. But, yeah, it just broke again. Yeah, dang, bro. Let's do a 1-3. Yeah, like this one over here, you can do one observer at the bottom, but that's because there's only the two sides. If you have something on, like, you have to have them on opposite sides. You can't have them cat a corner. They are double pulsing, but it's not enough to double pulse the pistons. A boat clock? No. No. And we had so many good ideas. We would go back to the version 1 farm. Version 1 was good version. I still want to implement this as well, because it's kind of cool. It's also very silly. Well, we need a way to... Because, man, I like from the earlier versions, like, when the walls are pulsing, it turns off the main build. That's kind of difficult to do when it's, like, all separated like this. It's not tied together. Yeah, we don't have the main shutdown. That's the main thing that we're, like, missing on this. Very, very silly. Very silly. These are weird trees. Not surprised we're having some small issues with them. Small issues, nothing too big. It could be worse. Could be worse. At least we don't have to try and figure out, like, the timings for an entire, like, piston wall layout, like this. Trying to get the timings down for all that, and, like, the activation sequence and stuff. Oh, man. Like this? Oh, man. Imagine trying to design this dude. Like, bro. Good luck. Good luck. No, thank you. Goodbye. Actually. Yes, we need a way to stop this from doing what it's doing. I'm gonna go back and clear out all this. That can turn off. So we're gonna try and turn this off in a smart way. Instead of just powering this. Because I don't really like that. Tried asking it nicely to behave. You know, you would think that would work. But every time I try that, it just explodes. Like, look at this. Hey, would you please kindly nicely work for me? I mean, look at that. It just, like, put me in a cave. And it's like, what's even happening right now? It didn't even do anything. Like, it's rigged, okay? Listen, it's just the game doesn't like me, and that's okay. I don't like the game either. It's mutual. So let's just try and power the dispenser directly instead of affecting that clock. How about that? And that shouldn't be too difficult to do. Because we're kind of just like right here, right? Can we can have this hopper be on the left side. So now we can put that there. And now we can do like this. Like this. Yeah, so that should lock the dispenser. Or maybe, like, instead of... Maybe we just, like, take a 3-tick repeater out of this. We just, like, really slow that down. It's just too fast. Maybe that's all we need. Maybe that would solve, like, half of the world's problems right there. If we could just do that little thing. Just take a full 4-tick repeater out the back of that observer. Call it good, man. And then everything else can just behave. How about that? Any objections? Too bad! We're gonna need some glass on top of this. And then maybe we can move this down to like here or something. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so that shouldn't really affect our clock down here, and then we don't really need to worry about that. That's still just nice and clean, and then honestly the redstone still stays pretty nice and clean. We could even have this be out right here still, and then like we can, you know, we can have it be like this. Yeah, because that hopper was getting locked by the lever. Okay. Yeah, so like, that's not so bad. And then the rest of the farm isn't even interconnected with the rest of the farm, so it's fine. It's all just like independent circuits right now. There's really like no cross play. We don't have anything to turn off this right now though. So we gotta put that back in. And then that should help. I'm putting your foot down. Wait, yeah, I'm putting your foot down. Here it goes. It's going down. Okay. We're gonna try that. Just massively slow down this thing, because it was just too fast before. If I had more time, I could figure out a different solution, but... See, now I think we can go back to using our other smart detections with, like, just the redstone torch, because this is actually significantly slower. Like, this would give us ample time to do things. We could probably make this a little bit faster. Let's put this down to 3. Now, we kind of broke it as it was, like, going, so that's fine. Where's our wall at? Oh, it's on the second one. Did this, like, break everything over here? Like, what's happening? Oh, look at that. It just activated all the way down. That's kind of cool. Okay, so that's double pulsing now. So we can't have that on 3. No, this has got to be on, like, 0, basically. God, look how fast that is, though. Yeah, maybe we just keep it on 4, man. Anything other than that is just, like, a lot of tree. A lot of tree, a lot of quick. Okay, then. Well, now let's try speeding up the game by, like, 5 times. Now that we have some stuff coming out of it. Stuff working. We did, Oh, it filled up the cuber. Okay. It's like something happened that I don't approve of. Something broke, but it was actually fine. It was working as intended. Incredible. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, look how little wart we're getting. It's literally 1 per tree. Not even. Yeah, not even 1 per tree. That's pretty good, actually. The less of that stuff you get, I guess, the better. Hey, TJ, welcome in. How's it going? It's not broken. Don't fix it until it clears the beta stage. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I kind of don't follow that rule, though. Yeah, having that on a 4-tick repeater is, like, the way to go. For reliability, I mean, shoot. Maybe we can try and get that down to, like, a 2-tick to make it a bit faster. But yeah, with our detection method and stuff, because you just don't want it to get backed up. Place the light switch and a fan. Nice. I kind of need, yeah, kind of need to do a lot of wiring myself. I need to redo the wiring for, like, half the house. I'm sure that'll be fine. Maybe I should get some fire insurance real quick. I'll do some unlicensed contracting. Heck yeah, let's go. Don't tell the government. Well, they don't know. It's fine. This looks like it's working, actually. It did a full cuber without breaking. So, I mean, heck. I mean, that's something, isn't it? What's the worst that can happen? Well, death, I guess. Okay, then. Now, the nice thing about this is that your farm's not actually going to be fully backed up. Because, like, as you can see, there's still places for blocks to go. So it's not going to actually block or back up anything. So, like, this area is still clear when the farm is done due to our little off switch here. So, I mean, this does technically work. This is a successfully working version 3 build. When it comes to actually improving this, though, there's a couple things that we would want to do. First of all, just make it faster. Make it faster. That's, like, the main thing to do. Make it faster, because this is pretty slow compared to how fast it could be. So I want to get this to be like twice as fast. It's still pretty good, but like we can obviously get that to be better. We've successfully gotten it to the point where you have minimal warts in the block of stems, so that's pretty good. Minimal warts is good. Yeah, it's not so bad. The licensed HVAC RTech? That's pretty cool. I don't even have HVAC here. This house is horrible, actually. Yeah, there's so much work that needs to be done here. Crazy. Almost cheaper to build a new house, like for real. From foundation to roof, it's just like, oof. Minimal warts is always a good thing. I mean, that's true. That's true. Have a furnace in the house? I do have a stove, and that's true. I do. Yeah, let's see if we can't modify this real quick. Let's turn that one off, turn this, turn this, turn this, turn that. Oop, there we go. Let's unflick all those. Okay, so what can we do to get this to be faster? I think the obvious answer is get better at Minecraft, but besides that, what's the options here? I think we want to do like a 2-tick coming out of here, going into all this. So then it pulses immediately, but then it has like a little bit of extended power on it. Oh, especially for the bottom ones? Ooh, that's kind of nice, actually. Yeah, this isn't actually doing anything right here. Yeah, there we go. That would do. That would do it. Never mind. Wouldn't do anything. Yeah, that would kind of work. Maybe like a 1-tick. Yeah, see, now you just get into double pulsing territory. Didn't want to save version 3 for more modifications? Pfft, I don't learn lessons. Now, this is really the only thing I want to modify right here. Because it's too slow. This is basically like... It's too slow. How do we change that? Without double pulsing? Because you don't want to double pulse. Because the time that this is double pulsing, it can grow another tree. Shoot, let's try, yeah, I mean, let's try that. Not gonna buy us any time. It still feels pretty slow. Is that faster than the 4-tick clock, though? I don't really have any timings. Any timing comparison for the 4-tick. No, that's definitely faster. Yeah, that's quite a bit faster. But it breaks, which is the issue. Yeah, it breaks. So it's like, it's too fast. Too fast, too furious. I apologize. My bad. Get rid of all this. Let's put this right here. Just turn that off at once. I don't know. It's gotta be something we can do, right? Carlos, welcome in. Obviously, a 6-hour stream is the only answer. Well, that would make sense. That would make sense, yeah. A 4-tick repeater was way too slow, but a 2-tick repeater is, like, also pretty slow. Maybe we got to, not have that, like power the redstone right there. Maybe that's a solution. Because this was powering the block, which was also powering the redstone line, so maybe that's the problem. Let's just move this to here. Just get rid of all that garbage. We don't want any of that nonsense laying around. Right, we're just going to do a real ugly redstone line. And then 2-tick repeater, and just call that good, and then see what happens. Double pulses. You don't want that. 1-tick? How are you double pulsing? Let's try this and a 2. A 1 and a 2. And double pulsing? Why are you double pulsing? Stop it. Stop. That's too much. That's too much delay. How is this breaking? Oh, right, that makes sense, I guess. Were you not double pulsing before? Like, okay, so 3, anything below 3 just double pulses. Fine then, we'll try it your way. This was also too fast, so it broke. So we need to do this, but like not. That's not good enough. It doesn't work half the time. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay. So why redstone complicated, guys? I thought redstone was supposed to be easy. No one told me redstone was complicated. Let's try this. Is this gonna double pulse? Yes. Still double pulses. If there's too much delay before the activation, then it's always gonna double pulse, right? I mean, that just makes sense. So that means that you kind of do want it to like do an early activation like this, and then have it like just kind of stay on for a second. Interesting. Yeah, you just don't want that double pulse. Because if we have a double pulse in there, that's like guaranteed gonna grow a tree in between the double pulse, and it's just gonna be like breaking the build, right? Is that faster? I can't tell. It feels like it's still really slow. It doesn't feel faster than the 4-tick. Guess we'll see if it breaks, though. The cat is sleeping. He doesn't want any part of this. Yeah, first time messing with a fungus tree farm in like 100 years. Somehow we broke it? I don't know. That one broke? Oh, it probably, yeah, no, hold up. This bottom area got filled in too much. Was this not powering the upper redstone or something? It feels like it should be. I don't think that's broken it anyway. Oh no, the bottom pistons aren't getting powered? They are getting powered? I don't know. Something doesn't make sense. How do dogs and cats sleep so much? They don't have anything else to do in their lives. It must be kind of boring, right? Like with how bored we get, and we have like all these like things that are designed for our maximum entertainment. Imagine being a dog. Okay, something is still very broken here. I don't know why. I think it's got to be with these. It shouldn't be this difficult. Go back to version 1. Version 1 was nice. Version 1 didn't give us these problems. Version 1 had other problems. Version 1 had too many warts. Better version 2. I mean, yep, there it goes. I shouldn't have even thought about trying to say something, because it's like, obviously, as soon as I think about saying something, it's gonna break. So, like, obviously, that was my bad. Well, shoot. We have things that are kind of cool, but we also have things that are very broke. I think going back and adding in the pulse line, like when it fires to like turn off the build, that's probably the thing that's like missing from this that we had on like version 1. It was a good thing to add. Anyway, I need to go get some food because I haven't really eaten much. So we're gonna call it there, and we're gonna do a 5th live stream on this build. That's right. The next 2 live streams are like figured out messing with this as well. We're gonna build those piston walls for the next 2 live streams, and then on the 5th live stream on this, we're gonna finish the build. No, I don't know. We'll be back. We have a bunch of different farms that we need to design. Obviously, we need to work on that blast chamber. Got some ideas for that. We're gonna probably have to do some block compaction for that, and then I gotta do a new ice farm. Maybe just rehash the old ice farm. I don't know, man. We'll see what it goes on with it. And then we gotta do a few other things as well. So subscribe, follow, do all the things. Join our Discord. We just launched a new fan server today. Piglandia Season 6 is live. It's unlike any other fan server you've ever seen, and it's a good old time. It's an amazing server. It's like an actual like maze labyrinth server with a survival aspect and an adventure aspect. No structures in the world. All the structure loots inside the maze. It's crazy. We did a event for that today. The video will be out hopefully tomorrow for Silent 2. It's taken hours to upload. Right, who are we raiding? I think we're gonna go ahead and raid the Marine Mammal Rescue Center, because there's some cute otters, and everyone needs cute animals in life. And look at them, they're just hanging out. They're like wrestling, cuddling or something. I don't know. They're being cute, like biting each other. They're definitely fighting. It's great. Anyway, here is the link in the YouTube chat for everyone if you're not on Twitch. But otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.